It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. Next on Madden Football.
Now from a stadium that sees a different kind of football, EA Sports welcomes you to Allianz Arena, here in the German city of Munich. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Out is Eddie Pinheiro to get this one started. And off we go here in Germany. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Giants led out by their quarterback, Daniel Jones. Here he is. It's year 6 in the NFL. He was the 6th overall pick back in 2019 out of Duke. And Jones still at the helm for the Giants.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
Now the former Bill and Texan Devin Singletary. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll go back to Singletary on 1st down. And he'll get forward for a couple. The tackle there by Shai Tuttle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Singletary. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Third and 6. Throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Panthers coming out, and they're led by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Rocky rookie season for the #1 overall pick out of Alabama. But, Greg, here's the guy the Panthers hope can get this franchise going in the right direction.
When he was taken as the 1st overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
Catch made right side by Thomas. Second down and 8. The motion man is Johnson. Throwing on second down, Young. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Strong grab there by Deontay Johnson, and following a really good 5-year run in Pittsburgh, it kind of became clear he needed a change of scenery. The Panthers went out, they traded for him this offseason, all in their quest, Mike, to continue to surround Bryce Young with better and better skill players. And so far, it looks like that trade's paying off, and they're able to connect for a big first down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
We'll go once more with Brooks. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
They'll go. Young. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And that'll set up fourth down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the Panthers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Isaiah McKenzie now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over now for the second time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Jones. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays,
and he will go all the way. Darius Slayton, touchdown, New York.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Giants move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. Now an opening past the 30. The Panthers offense ready for their second possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. On 1st and 10, here's Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
From the gun, it's Young. A throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down. If he doesn't pick up the extra yards after the catch, they've got a 4th down play call they feel great about, and we're going to see what it looks like.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. Philippe sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Catch made, right side, it's Johnson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Play action now, it's Jones. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Jones keeping this one. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now, a handoff to Singletary. He'll get about 2. That's Rudy Ford, the safety, up to get the stop. Shotgun now for Jones. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Jones. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
He'll get it into the hands of Slayton.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Again, it's Jones. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early.
To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. Now, Gano for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed left. Young to throw on 1st and 10. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
So after 1, it's the Giants leading this one early. More of the International Series from Munich after this. Second and a yard. The motion man is Sanders. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. On 1st down, it's right back to Hubbard. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Jason Pinnock there to end it. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Second and 7. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. A second down throw for Young. That's taken in by Thomas. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's to the rookie from South Carolina, Xavier Legette. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On first down is Young. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll motion over Thielen. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. They'll go play action with Young. It's on the right side and corralled by Thielen.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
3rd and a yard. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Young going to give it to Brooks. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Another try with Brooks. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Tremble comes in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he's in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He gets it to go. Panthers are back within 4. It is 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jones. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice play there by Malik Neighbors. And when we talked to the head coach, Brian Dable, what did he tell us? He said, I need more competitive guys. I need guys that are going to go out there and compete for the ball, play in and play out. And remember, Mike, this is a guy that led college football in yards per game last year at over 120 yards receiving per game. So they got themselves a pretty special talent here in New York, and I think we're just scratching the surface. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now Jones on the bootleg. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. Open man, that's Slayton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He's got his man. That's Slayton. That catch puts him over 100 yards for the game, and we still have another half to go. That catch picks up the 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to Singletary. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. To throw, it's Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the gun, it's a give to Singletary. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On third and long, it's Jones. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
On fourth down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From the gun, it's Young. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Young. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll take it on in. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Carolina.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Panthers will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Giants offense and receiver Darius Slayton get to go to work again. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On 1st down, Jones. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I can promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground. So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Here's Jones to throw. That is caught. It's Robinson. A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth 1st half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. A couple of 1st downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating, let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Jones to the air again. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
He runs with it. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Jones now on 1st down. To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown New York. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Gano on to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Giants will go up by 7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Young. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. One final throw before the break. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
And that is just the spark you are looking for coming out of halftime. And you find yourself down, you need a little change of mindset, you need someone to be the spark, and that might be the ticket right there.
The Panthers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Catch made by Thielen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Young gonna keep it himself. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. They'll motion over Thielen. Throwing on second down, Young. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now fourth down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Singletary. And he'll work this out to the 23. Play is made there by DJ Wanham. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run once more with Singletary. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Singletary. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
The Giants sending out their punter. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Now a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, different than the college game, these offensive linemen, they're blocking for the run. But if that ball gets pulled, the pass option of the play, they're not allowed downfield. In the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
The pass intended for Xavier Legette. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. Got a man. It's Thomas. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Set to go now on 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. Young hands it to Hubbard. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. And he's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. When you just show pre-snap, it is straight man coverage, and then you stay in it once the ball is snapped. It just makes it so easy on these quarterbacks, Mike, to just find the matchup that they like and exploit it. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
3rd and long. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This from 45 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers will cut the lead down to 4.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On 2nd down, it's Singletary. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
2nd and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss of 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
On the give, it's Singletary. Whoa! Here's 2nd and 2. A give to Singletary on the zone read. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. They're going to bring him down to 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. 1st down, picked up on the ground.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Singletary. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And the Giants are looking at a 1st and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do offensively and make the defense react. The defense has had it.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, They deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Motion man set right. On 2nd down, Young. That one incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Quick throw here is complete. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Panther first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. First and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. Young to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Here's Young to throw, and he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on downs. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Up the middle, here's Singletary. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Again, it's Singletary. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Jones. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. They'll run here with Singletary. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the gun, it's Young. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
A second down throw for Young. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it's going to bring up a third down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Loose inside the 30. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. It's up and good. The Panthers are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Giants offense running back Devin Singletary back on the field. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a handoff to Singletary. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On play action, it's Jones. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Nice job by the defense there. Took away all the options downfield, and quarterback realized pretty quickly, I got no choice but to check this down, and results in no gain.
Here's a run with Singletary. Singletary, a first down and more. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Jones. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now,
and he's got another one. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and the Giants are going to extend their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw is Young. Now he'll run. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the right side and corralled by Thielen.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Here's Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's a Carolina first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To throw, Young. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Young. That's over the middle and caught by Leggett. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, You've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
They send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on second down, Young. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap, and they'll run. Here's Hubbard. And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it with Hubbard. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Enough for the 4th down conversion.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Brooks. A dive, and he's in. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
He'll go back to Singletary on 1st down. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run once more with Singletary. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And their lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. The Panthers will take their first timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Out of the shotgun, Young. Got a man. That's Leggett. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points. Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
Another try, 2nd and 10. Young.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Now, a big third down. He's got his man complete to Johnson. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. And the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. The final minute, 1st and 10. To throw is Young. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession. So they're still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal, with a 2-point conversion. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. He's to midfield.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark should be enough to put this one on ice. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The crowd not ready to go home yet as we say so long from Germany.